Hello everyone, my name is Jay Martin. This is the third game of a best of three I played against BlindRaven, who should be spawning up here at any moment. I've been waiting patiently for 2 weeks now for Raven to put up a video of this game. Has not done so. I'm very disappointed, sir. I greatly enjoy watching your videos. You should make one of this game. But since that has not happened, I'm going to go ahead and do a video of it myself. Raven won the first game in our series in, what was it? I was GB, he was Prussia. Game 2, I was able to take it, Prussia v Denmark. And in Game 3, I kind of just said, fuck it, I'm going to bring the broken shit. And so I'm playing the Shooter Cav. And I'm France with the Shooter Cav. He is much more fairly bringing GB with 5 lights in the center. Now, the way this works, the theory behind this, is when you say, I've got 5 Shooter Cav, fuck you, what you're saying is, I can break a flank faster than you can break the center, because his 5 lights really want to break the center. And that's kind of the strategic gambit you're offering to your opponent. And because Shooter Cav are broken, and they're way good for what they actually cost, the Shooter Cav usually win. And so what you'll notice here is I have a token, 3 lights with 2 line backing them up in the center to hopefully, if you're the Shooter Cav player, what you're saying is, I'm hopefully going to try to keep you pointlessly shooting at my volts for about 4 or 5 minutes while my Shooter Cav completely wreck your flank, is kind of what you're saying, or what you really want to have happen. And accordingly, I have an old guard on the left, I have an old guard on the right, they're over here somewhere. So my mission is to break a flank very quickly. Notice I'm pushing 4 Shooter Cav to one particular flank. And I'd really love to set up here in the center of the map. Deploy some stakes. There you go. It's a horrible mechanic that should not be in the game, but it's there. I'm going to use it. Got some stakes down. Now, Raven is actually kind of an intelligent player. So he moves lights over. He knows the deal. So he moves the light unit to either flank. The question is, what's going to happen? So Raven has accepted my gambit, or another way to phrase my gambit is, I'll accept that I'll surrender the center to you. I'm going to make you put up a token force of resistance. I'm going to concede that you're going to win the center. But I'm going to use my absurdly overpowered, here they go, 4 units of Shooter Cav to win the flank. And so I want to engage in the flank very quickly. He has a fencible there. And he puts a cav charge through here. This is smart. He who gets his cav in first wins. Runs into a square. But, again, he pulls a light unit over to shoot at him. So this unit now is, he's done his job. He's got him in a square, and then he pulls his dragoons out. Raven is actually a really good player. He does miss a square here, or maybe not. He charges his cav at mine. What he's thinking right now, let me slow down to super slow-mo. What he's thinking right now is if he can just get my Shooter Cav off the field, that's a huge win for him. So that's why he's charging cav on cav, which we generally don't want to do. Now, the flaw, I guess he did hit that square there, but it does force him to square. It's going to let me shoot my guys at his calves. So this is going to be a negative trade for him. But he really wants to scramble and neutralize my Shooter Cav, is what I think he's thinking right now. And he's done a great job of getting his lights. And then there goes another cav charge. This is good. So he's trying to get his cav in super early. His problem is that on the left, my Shooter Cav have killed his cav unit. And I'm advancing real hard on this Highland Foot. Now, in these grassy games, whoever can jump on the flank the fastest generally wins. Right, this goes back to what we were talking about right? I have to win a flank really quickly. He's probably going to win the center, and he actually really does. Somehow he actually routes the unit that was in square. So we have a little shootout in the center. He's going to win that inevitably. But the Highland that were over here have already routed. So here goes the second foot unit, and they go into square immediately. He kind of has to do that because there's a threat of my cav units charging him at any given time. I guess offensibles come back from routing. And so what he's desperately trying to do is to prevent a rupture on this flank. These Dragoons, he pulls them out. A big theme, if you watched all three of our games, is that... he does it right here. Raven is actually probably better at controlling cav than I am. Raven, however, has a bad... I relate to him because I do this a lot to myself, but he just picks bad armies. Like, see this little mini chain route that happens right here? Like, the GB army against the 5 French shooter cav are, like, on paper a dog that's like pocket aces against pocket tens. But he just sticks with it. He just rolls with it. And now that we've got the rupture of the left end of the flank, we've got another rupture over here. I actually sent a cav unit after his general. That's kind of the game. Like, we broke 2 units in the flank here, broke 2 units in the flank there. And so, while he still has a strong center with a bunch of his lights that are very good units... Oh, he's doing a weird thing. Like, going the... Okay, Hail Mary, charge on my general. I'm bad enough that I have 2 units that come back from routing that I didn't even bother moving. Right? So he's going to have to retreat into the horseshoe. And I want to say this wasn't like a bad game from him. Like I felt like he played this very well. Like, he used his cav very intelligently. But the matchup is so skewed because the shooter cav unit is so broken that, you know, France is going to be like a 70-30 favorite every time. It's the reason why all those 9 stars in the lobby are playing France with shooter cav, right? That's why. Because the unit is just too good. And it requires a lot of micro on your opponent. Like, that was a really good square to hit. I'm probably going to be able to pull that unit out. I mean, the same thing is happening right there. So the disruption that you get to cause from being able to hit with shooter cav from so many angles, you know, really matters. Is this strategy overpowered? It probably is. It's probably game-breaking. Karlov and I were talking the other day, and he was like, Sweden is hands down the best unit, or the best nation on grassy, just because you can bring 8 shooter cav if you went. And Karlov, just, who is one of the better players in the world at this game, just always brings Sweden, right? Or not always brings Sweden. Karlov actually hates playing on grassy, but when Karlov does play on grassy, he just brings Sweden with 8 shooter cav and just beats whoever he wants with it. In the late game here, Raven does make a great move with a lot of his cav. I think he gets a couple free units off me. Raven's a good player, man. And he has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link to it, of course. I've mentioned this in previous videos. But enough advantage... Yeah, there goes another one of mine. But even though Raven is, like, arguably using his cav better than mine, this unit composition just so inherently favors me. I have Old Guard, which are way better than the British foot. Yeah, there's probably... Where is it? Oh, maybe it's already routed. There's an Old Guard. Yeah, it's just like cheating. Like, it's basically cheating. Right, so Raven played really well. He's a guy who sticks to his principles. He likes to play his 5 lights game, so he brings wacky nations like Denmark to games. I imagine most of his playtime is GB and Prussia. But the broken shit is France, man. The broken shit is France and Sweden, who have the shooter cav. And, you know, he's going to make this game, but in the end, it was just kind of the deal. To recap tournament matches, Raven won the first game, and he really outplayed me there in the first game. We had really similar armies, and he very much outplayed me. I want to suggest in the second game, I had a huge advantage just material-wise. I was Prussia, he was Sweden. My units were better quality. And then again in the third game, I had Shooter Calf here against GB, and he didn't. So Raven might be a better player than me. And I was able to win 2 of the 3 games because I had better units than he did. You know? Fair statement, I think. Raven, a really good player. Just also kind of a stubborn player. Wants to play the fair shit. If you really want to win, you play the unfair shit. All right, you bring 5 Shooter Calf if you just really want to win. Or you could just be Amber and be United Netherlands with 10 Calf. That also works sometimes. So this is the final result of our tournament game. Raven, great time playing with you, buddy. His videos are awesome. He's really smart. He understands the game. By all means, do not go watch the videos of the... Well, I was going to say something derogatory there. Like, don't go watch the videos of these assholes who get like 30,000 views in all the videos because they don't know what they're fucking talking about. The people who actually know what they're fucking talking about get like 100 videos. Or, sorry, I've been drinking. The people who actually know what they're talking about get like 100 views on their games. All right? If you want to get better at this game and actually win at it, watch the people who are actually smart at playing it. Watch Amber's videos. Watch Raven's videos. Watch these videos. Like, that's how you actually get good. You know, we could do cinematic viewing. Look at corpses. Those are really cool. We love cinematic shit. Here we go. No, those people are not advancing the community, right? People like Raven are advancing the community. So get out there, play some Napoleon, sign up for Amber's tournaments. They're really fun. You're going to have a blast. And this is the end of the game. It looks like we have 1 light infantry unit left. Hey, go have some fun, buddy. Get in there. Oh, it's an old guard. Oh, it's bad. Okay. All right, but anyway, once again, said it 1,000 times. Raven had a ton of fun playing with you, buddy. Just be cool. I hope everyone out there is doing good. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm going to try to get your results screen here. There we go. What were the kills? They weren't that weren't that bad. I think if Raven actually learned to play with Shooter Cav, that he would actually beat me. So once again, GG mate, and I will see y'all in the next video.